My little nigga going against the grain, and that's the stress of me. He paid the price. Saved my life. If you want to lick shit, we can get ripped shit. We can get paid tonight. Fighting my demons. Hey, we got to put a fighting demons one in there. We got to put a fighting demons in the store, in the Atlas Family store, babe. We got to put one of them in there. I'm fighting these demons up in these ghosts.
Don't take no frown. Dollar bill, y'all. Everybody want the money, everybody want this shit. Everybody want the money, but no wanna go down. You'll do anything to get it, boy, you gon' go up. Shit, gotta think about it. 187. Heard about it. You killed a nigga, you don't know it. You gon' go to heaven. Gotta chalk that shit over, dog, real talk. Hey. Fight my demons. So many demons. Me against these demons. Fight my demons. It's me against these demons. Living life encased in the idea that my evil thoughts go unpunished. As I sort through the rubbish, my days of thugging get slow and rugged. Idolize the puppets who control the public like a controlled substance. Bullets in abundance, anticipating what I know is coming. All of a sudden, my past is blurry, my future is sudden. Dark and muddy, hoping for sunny, I'm still running. To find peace.
You was dozing off. You better not be dozing off. You better be waking up. Wake up. Hey, listen, we have decided that we about to show out. Okay? We got to show out. These, whatever somebody has decided that they are going to stop us for whatever reason, they feel like they can stop us. They feel like, they can get in our way, hinder our journey, whatever the case may be. And I get it, kudos for them for thinking that they were the person that was going to stop us from growing and building. So before we even get into this, let me refresh it real quick. All right. So before we even get into this, make sure you guys check out the new merchandise. Yes, yes, yes. We got new merchandise. We is not playing with them now. Now we not playing with them. Now it's time to go full throttle. Now it's time to go full throttle. Check out the new merchandise. Check out the Manipula Dipping shirts. Yeah. Check out the Manipula Dipping shirts. Right? Now I know the pricing of this stuff is a little bit high because when you're working through a third party or something, they put the prices up a little bit high, right? So we're working through a third party, okay? So yeah, we got the hats, the Love is Love baseball caps. We got the Love is Love hats. Hey, and check out something for the sister wives. Something for the sister wives. A nice blanket for the sister wives, right? A plush blanket in case you just chilling on the couch watching a movie, something like that. Get you your sister wives blanket. Oh shit! I know they're gonna be mad about that one. I know they're gonna be mad about that one. Get you your Atlas Sister Wives blanket. Atlas Family Sister Wives blanket. You can get the one that says Atlas Family, or you can get the one that says Sister Wives. Oh shit. They gonna be mad. Don't forget the criminums. Don't forget the criminums. Huh? Don't forget the criminums. Make sure you go get you a criminum t-shirt. All right. Go get you your criminums t-shirt. Okay. Don't forget Flip My Dip. Don't forget the Flip My Dip. Get you a Flip My Dip t-shirt. Okay. All right. So yeah. I'll put the link to that. I'll drop the link to that. Don't worry about it. I'm about to drop y'all the link to that. Don't even trip. Now we got drip. Don't trip. We now got drip. Don't even trip. For the people that's on TikTok, I'll find a way to post it. I think I'm gonna put it in my link tree. It should be in the link tree. There you go. There's the link to that Atlas Family Store. Y'all check out the Atlas Family Store. Now, let's get into today's topic of conversation. All right. Today's topic of conversation is going to roughly fall around building a collective, and why they feel like this is dangerous to them, right? Absolutely, we only just begun. But this is why this is dangerous to them. A collective of love, a collective of unity, right? People are scared of that. People are scared of a unified collective of love. You know what I mean? So when you got somebody that's forming a collective that's based off of love, that's based off of like just pure acceptance, of course they're going to come against it. Of course they're going to come against it. But I want y'all to understand exactly why they can't win. I want y'all to understand why they can't win. First, you have to ask yourself, damn, this dude has been doing nothing but making people laugh, trying to get to the bottom of a bunch of confusing stuff, being as honest as possible. Why do they keep coming against that? Why do they keep challenging that? They're not challenging each other. They're not really challenging each other. They playing with each other. They being nice to each other. They're messing with your feelings. Think about this. For 4 years, y'all been watching these people go back and forth with Jaguar Wright, right? And then as soon as it's like something serious, what they do, they piece it up with Jaguar, right? Just to fall out with her again later on when a new group of people come around, right? They manipulative in you, you know? They manipulative in you. So you got to realize that the collective that they're growing a messed up collective, right? And some of this stuff we're going to have to skip over. We're going to have to skip over some of this stuff. But this is what they're doing. Now, listen closely.
Global conflicts have been escalated into strategic actions that are connected to some levels of covert military-grade operations between benevolent and malevolent interdimensional groups. I am not an insider nor have any connection to the military, but I can sense that there are military operations being enacted to another defensive stage on the East Coast, and what I can define as deliberate strategic chess moves occurring in the midst of these end-time battles. The battle is spiritual, as well as psychological, and as many of us may attest, the level of evil trickery, gaslighting, and lies being told to the masses are beyond anything we can adequately describe in words. In the distance, March equinox phases over the next few years are hovering as the milestone point in the timeline which opens up directions in which many of us can begin to move forward with our lives with the onset of the collective awakening event. For many of us right now, it feels that we are being held hostage in a strange situation of wait and see, held in void of nothingness. Some of us may feel isolated, imprisoned and immobile, while many people around us still do not register that we are in an active spiritual war that is raging against everything that is authentically human. As it has been mentioned several times, this is the time when we will suffer casualties in this war. People, place, and things can come apart at the seams, because they have no idea what is happening, and they are believing the propaganda. Streams of lies and deceit. If we walk into the line of fire, we can get seriously hurt or be taken out. It does appear that when the time comes for the change and tipping point in the collective, it will have basic themes, and those themes are presenting this week as being escalated, so I am sharing this with you now.
Now, ironically, we're just now coming out of what? We're just now coming out of March, right? We just now witnessed that blood moon. We're just now witnessed that blood moon take place, and then we watched a change in the people around us, right? Not only the people around us, we probably paid attention a little bit more because we noticed the change on YouTube, right? We was like, man, what the hell happened? Something changed, right? This is around the same time that Maggie all of a sudden woke up and realized that she was a part of a cult. You know what I mean? Around the March moon, right? Now, and this is telling you that all these energies are stirring and so on and so forth around this time. And people, you're going to find out just what people really are, just who is real and who's not. Around these type of energies, you'll find out who's real, who's not. You'll find out, they'll show you their true colors. You think the knot was going to be able to hide, right? You think the knot was going to be able to hide in his bull crap? You thought, No Nuts. We ain't gonna say that name anymore. We're gonna say No Nuts because he trying to change his name. No Nuts trying to change his name. So he couldn't hide anymore. He couldn't hide anymore, right? He couldn't hide anymore. He had to show himself, right? It just so happens now that he did it in the way that he did it, he's going to get a tenfold back because they don't know everything is multiplied now in this new time. Everything is multiplied now in this new time, right? Look what it says. Now, I want y'all to really listen to what this is about to say, okay? I need y'all to really listen because this is what we're going through right now, right? I need y'all to really listen, okay? If we're going to go out, we're going to go out greatly. Nah, I'm joking. Just really listen.
In big global type of event of some sort that is dramatic, cannot be hidden, and the mainstream population will see it and know it. Once it is out, the genie cannot be put back in the bottle, so to speak. Some heating up is happening now with this event. This is the important phase of the falling dominoes and wild cards, and noting that the controllers have been doing all they can to hide the truth, subvert this benevolent agenda, redirect and distract the masses so they will not figure out what is happening and who is behind all of the divide and conquer and bioweapon psyops. Those of us that can still think in the fog of war can see clearly the injection symptoms are the promoted variants. Themes that may or may not present themselves as a global big event between now and ongoing.
Can y'all hear it?
Surreal global events, such as declaring wars with other countries. The nuclear program in UK is called Trident with Poseidon Craft and it connects to the Red Cube system. This will be mostly for show out of desperation if they pull this out. Know that there will not be any type of nuclear event. See Project Pegasus. Smaller false flag operations, black military intelligence run terrorism for distraction and cover. Collapsing of Western financial markets and currency. Sudden deaths
Allegedly.
and disappearances of world figures, celebrity
Allegedly.
types, royals, such as the Queen in UK.
Allegedly.
People we were told were dead, are revealed to have been in witness protection and alive.
Allegedly.
Emergency broadcast system being directed from military base or space program crew from satellite military systems.
Allegedly.
Temporary shutdown of certain online services or internet access.
Supposedly.
Collapse and controlled demolition of controller structures, i.e. hospitals, medical system, airlines,
Allegedly.
travel industry, shipping supplies,
Allegedly.
etc. This may shut down supply chains
Allegedly.
in certain areas, such as in US we will not have access to
Allegedly.
certain goods or products from overseas anymore.
Allegedly.
EMP type of destruction or repurposing of some landmarks, such as the White House, Washington, D.C. area.
Okay, shit. AI, you're gonna tear us up, man. We're gonna have to allege this whole damn thing. Messing with AI. AI trying to put all the stuff out there. AI like, look, this is about to happen. Trafficking, genocide, human trade, like what the organ cells, like what the calm down, AI. Allegedly. Damn. But yeah, kind of like leave the world behind. But we can slowly see this kind of taking place, right? I know that it's a lot of big words and stuff, but we can slowly see this kind of taking place, right? We see that, with this whole tariff, right? With this whole tariff thing, something is changing big time with this whole tariff thing. Now, what we're paying attention to is what we're paying attention to, but surely a shift has come, you know, surely a shift has come. And, we're paying attention to it, but we really not paying attention to it. This is why I keep on saying what we talking about could be deeper than what everybody's leading on to. All these people could be playing in the game. They all could be a part of the game, you know? They might be doing it via social media, but they all could be part of the game, right? Think about it. You got child trafficking going on. You're gonna have people out there that's got to pretend like they working against it, so on and so forth. They stop talking about
Parts,
it.
organ trafficking, pedophilia, and child adrenochrome farms in underground bases and bunkers and off-planet supply. Existence of the deep underground tunnels and military bases that acted as cover for non-human demonic entities and aliens to prey on humans. Existence of underground cities used by the Luciferian bloodlines and nameless billionaires for hiding depraved satanic elite activities.
You want to talk about it? Let's
Sudden
talk about
implementation of new technologies or radical changes that impact society as we know it. Fall of mainstream media and invasion and/or breakdown of Israel. It may be important to note here that I am not political. Since my youth I have despised politics in the satanic corrupt system.
This is why they don't want my page to grow. Do you hear me? This is why they don't want my page to grow, because oh shit. They already bopped us on TikTok. They already hit us for misinformation. Hold on, I gotta appeal it. See, this is what happens over on TikTok. This is why I had to build the agency over on TikTok, because this is why I keep on saying allegedly. This is why you keep on hearing me, speak, because they are trying to stop certain variations of knowledge getting put out there. This is why I say it's the people that have to want this knowledge. We have to want to build around this, grow around this, so on and so forth. And that's one of the things that I was saying with this whole thing. They've been flagging the TikTok. That's why I said it takes a village. Like, we gotta want to build it. We gotta, the only way around that is a collective, a network. That's the only way around it, a network. Think about it. If they build a network to suppress this variation of knowledge, wisdom, or understanding, then that means their network is programmed to stop this variations of knowledge, wisdom. So therefore, it has to be a network that pushes out knowledge, wisdom, understanding, so on and so forth. If there's no network out there that's pushing out knowledge, wisdom, understanding, then what network am I reaching out to grab a hold to? What collective? If there's no collective out there like this, what collective are we searching for if we don't build it ourselves? If there's not a collective out there like this is why we keep running into groups and can't find our collective, because they took out all the collectives like this. So all the collectives that's like this is spread out. They've been attacking the spiritual community. They've been attacking spirituality. That's the whole problem with this. They all been attacking spirituality. They like to tear down spiritual people for some reason. They get a kick out of it. They get a thrill out of it. Me personally, I feel like we all should have the right to grow within the proper space of our mind, according to how we want to grow in the space of our mind. You know what I mean? But that's not how it works. That's not how it works. See, that's why I try to stay like away from certain variations of conversations. It's easier to indulge in this low vibrational bullshit because they're not going to let you talk about the higher stuff. They're going to clip that stuff quick, fast, in a hurry up. When you start talking about, when you sit down and you start trying to enlighten people, you start trying to bring people to a higher variation of an understanding of oneself, or whatever it is that you're doing. Like, this is what you got to go through. You got to go through these people, these personas. They consider themselves whatever it is they consider themselves. you know that's why I say you got to let it be what it's going to be. For the most part, you got to let it be what it's going to be. If you try to force a different form of operation, this is the clash, this is the burnout. You know what I mean? These people ain't looking for no resolve. They want you to teach them how to hate. They want a reason to hate. They don't want to learn. They not into this variation of knowledge. They not trying to understand none of this stuff. We got to put the collective together and get prepared for the youth that's going to be ready for this knowledge. We can't waste our time on these older people that don't want to get it. We got to build a network and get ready for the youth that's about to come into a grander understanding of this stuff. Not the people that's here right now. The people that's here right now, remember, they stubborn, they stuck in their old ways, whatever you want to call it. But there's some people that's in this collective that is getting knowledge that is for the future generations. You hear me? This knowledge that I'm putting out there, it's not for this generation. It's for the future generations to come. This generation might have a mindset for it, but it's nowhere near prepared for what the kids have to know in the future when it comes to controlling the mind. They got to get ready to control their mind for real, for real. You're watching our young crash out. You're watching them crash out in their mind. More parents are taking their youngs to like the mental hospital, so on and so forth. More kids are getting lost in the streets, falling victim to substances, so on and so forth, because we're not giving their mind nothing new. We're not, think about it. School has not changed since we was kids. They still teaching people the same couple of classes, the same stories, the Telltale Heart, Edgar Allan Poe, Anne Frank. They still teaching the same classes. Ain't nothing changed since like the 70s or something. They still teaching the same classes in school. Ain't nothing new happening in school. We're not reinvigorating education. We're not making education fun anymore. We're not doing none of that. How is technology advancing? Our education's not. Technology is advancing. All this stuff is advancing, but our education is not advancing. That's because people don't buy into learning now, do they? People don't buy into learning. Right? We in a world where it's just consumption. Everybody's consuming things. They all consuming things. They just take. Think about it. Even these groups that you run across on YouTube, like they're not trying to build back. They're not trying to put name one group that's building a community on these platforms. They all like gimme. They're not really trying to build. Like, listen, we can get the land. We could put people on the land. We could get the store. This is just the beginning of it. We got to start supporting those who support us. This is just the beginning of it right here. This is just one spark of something that could be greater. That's why I say make sure y'all go hit it up. Make sure y'all go hit it up. Just look, I know the prices is crazy. What is this right here? This is something small. But just go put an order in. It's gonna piss them off. And Jaguar Wright can't sue nobody. She getting sued. She got too many lawsuits to fight right now. Get you your something ain't right shirt. By the time she get out of all the shit she in, it's gonna be over with. Wait till we come out with the not so empty bonnets. She gonna be mad when she see the not so empty bonnets. Right? Get you a Manip the Dip hoodie. We might have to put watch out for manipulative dippers on there. Right? Get you a shirt. Get you something. Stop in the shop, get you something. Get you a criminum shirt. I know the prices are steep, but this is what happens when you work through one of these production companies on the internet. If we had our own group of people that made shirts and stuff like that, then it would be different. but due to the fact that we had to go through like a third party, they do all the shipping, they do all the stuff. This is part of, that of which is always was, which is people having their hands in it. So despite the prices, look, and get you your Atlas Sister Wives. Get you your Atlas Sister Wives blanket for them cozy Netflix and chill moments. You know what I mean? For them them cozy Netflix and chill moments. You know what I'm talking about? Get you the Sister Wives blanket. Or you can get the Atlas Family Sister Wives for the more family setting, for a more family setting blanket, you know. Yeah, so check it out. Check it out. Be sure to check it out. I'll drop the link again for if anybody want to check it out. Yeah, I say we might as well push the Mario button. We push the Mario button. They already feeling a certain type of way. Shit, let's really piss them off. Let's really piss them off. And if you do buy something, make sure you send me a video or a picture of you wearing it. Drop it in the Discord. You know what I mean? Ralph's bike jacket coming soon. I'm telling you, get you something. Get you something. Get you something. Get you something. A lot of things is changing in this world. Let's grab on the positivity. Yeah, we got to change it. We got to change it to like, don't be manipulative or watch out for manipuladippers. You got to change the shirt to watch out and then put on the back like for manipuladippers or manipulidipper alert. Don't be manipulative, right? Yeah, you kind of just like the Jeffersons. Moving on up. Pretty soon we'll have that deluxe department in the sky. We finally got our piece of the pie, you know. I try to tell people that fish don't fry in the kitchen and beans don't burn on the grill. It took a whole lot of trying just to get up that hill. But now we're up in the big leagues and it's our turn at bat. But as long as we here, it's you and me, baby, and ain't nothing wrong with that. I try to tell them that. I try to tell them, you know what I'm saying? I try to tell them. They didn't want to believe it. They didn't want to believe it. Now, look at us now. Look at us now. We putting merch out there. We gonna go ahead and patent those names. Make sure we put a patent on those little flip dips and manipula dips and stuff like that. I see them already using it.
I don't really get the ball when I'm open, so I'm trying to like shoot, but I'm a catch and shoot, but I'm not getting the ball.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. There's like different levels of like heaven and stuff like that. And then there's new elements that came in. Like this ether is another element that came in. And like I'm trying to help people understand about this, air, this ether that's around their physical body. And it seems like people are not wanting to understand it. Like they just told us 2 years ago that the moon has a plasma around it, and they found out that the earth also has a plasma around it. Well, As above, so below, as without, so within. If the moon has a plasma, Earth has a plasma, sure enough, our body has a plasma field around it. It's called a light body. It's a plasma field that's around your physical body.
Plasmas are electromagnetic systems made from groupings of particles, which exhibit an overall zero net charge in its collective result. Plasma can also be described as an ionized gas existing within an electrically neutral medium, or in groups of unbound positive and negative particles. Plasmas are extremely conductive, and they carry electrical currents and generate magnetic fields. Plasma, the fourth state of matter, is a type of gaseous substance that consists of ions and free electrons. However, gases and plasmas are distinct states of matter. Plasmas display vastly different properties and complexities, which far exceed those found in gases or other states of matter. A distinguishing quality of plasma is that it has collective behavior, which changes its impact in a field, based upon the whole. Plasma is difficult to study because it is extremely hot and does not have a definite shape or a definite volume unless it is enclosed in a container. A plasma can be created by heating gas or subjecting matter to a strong force or electromagnetic signals. Heating plasma decreases or increases the number of electrons, which create positive or negatively charged particles called ions. When the plasma is cooled, the positive ions and electrons combine to form atoms, which produces an ordinary gas. Plasmas are extremely hot, and as they cool, they will lose their charge and transform their state. The human body is made up of atoms and ions. Thus, the human body is capable of a biological ionization process that generates plasma when exposed to certain forces. During the ascension cycle, the human body potentially undergoes the alchemical process that generates the internal plasma light. This is what builds the etheric light body structure for the higher consciousness bodies to function. To generate internal plasma light and build our light body, we need an abundance of energy. To receive an abundance of energy, we must devote our personal energy and direct our consciousness to powering up our spiritual development. We conserve our energy.
Did you see that? Did you see that? It went right back to consciousness. It went right back to consciousness, didn't it? Didn't it go right back to consciousness? Right? The light body, we talking about the light body structure and the light body, right? It went right back to what? Higher consciousness, right? It went right back to talking about what? Higher body functions, right? So however we doing this, whatever it is that we doing, like we doing it, right? It is about generating a positive conscious. It is about generating good thoughts. It's about being around people that make you have that ability to think good, think about wanting to do good things, thinking about wanting to see. People like being around me because it seems I inspire people to want to do something else. People be like, man, I'm about to go paint, throw a ball, kick a ball, roll a ball. I'm about to do something. You make me want to ride a bike. See, people don't realize that. They don't want to say it. People ain't gonna come out and say it, but it's like, man, you inspire me, right? Even failed actors will admit that. Even certain said failed actors will admit, like, man, when you came into the picture, it was like I got a new jump of life back inside of me. Now they might not want to admit that right now under said circumstances, they in their feelings and emotions, but that's okay. I never told them to operate the way that they operate. I never chose to. And see, and this is why I say it's one big game to them, is because if you notice yesterday, Tara was back in Maggie's comment section when we was over on Maggie's page. When Denot came over there and was talking, it seemed like both of them are sticking together as far as, following each other around or whatever. So this can be an ongoing thing, right? I know there's some other people that play like that too, where it's like an ongoing thing, right? So they try to connect themselves to an energy because they realize what they can do with my intentions, because my intentions are so pure. Whatever group comes with that, whatever collective comes with that, is operating on pure intention. So they would definitely want to manipulate pure intent right now, knowing that when it said that the feet will become the head, it was saying this in the sky, right? the feet will become the head. That's Pisces going into Aquarius. When a Pisces goes into the Aquarius sky, this is considered the foot becoming the head, the fish, right? So we're coming out of Pisces, we're in Aquarius now. So this is the foot becoming the head. So right now you got all these different variations of stories that's put out there that's taking place right now because the foot becomes the head, right? Now, allegedly, supposedly, when April 20th hit, a lot more is going to change, right? When April 20th hit, that's Easter. So we'll have to see what happens come Easter. Allegedly, supposedly.
Energy in the material world, so that we can direct more energy towards expanding our consciousness. This is how we learn to build and exchange energy with the God source fields.
Paints, what's going on?
As we meditate and patiently build our internal energy so that we can achieve inner balance, we stop energy leaks and wasting energy. We increase our direct connection to the God source, which helps us to direct personal energy to spark the plasmic light. The silicate matrix DNA template is the original human crystalline blueprint that is activated in the human body when contact or connection is made with plasmic light. In plasma physics, plasma is not generally considered to be a solid. However, particles when mixed with plasma can create solid states of plasmic infused matter. This is what is happening through the expansion of consciousness within the ascending human bodies on the Earth. Plasmas may be propagated into solid matter through applied electromagnetic forces of heat and energy that are created by the human body's natural bio-spiritual function. 1. Plasma filaments.
See, now, when we're talking about plasma, we're talking about a different plasma. This is considered ether. This is around your physical body. This is a different plasma. They got different names for this, right? We're talking about the ions that's inside the body that connects to the spiritual body, so on and so forth, right? Now we're talking about this is biological, right? Biological stuff. Seven, turn your mic down. Turn your headphones down, Seven.
Biological ionization plasma.
Turn your headphones down. I hear that dude cursing all the way over here.
Plasma. Ions can be created by either chemical or physical means through the process of ionization. The human body, when subjected to strong electromagnetic signals, or activated kundalini, is capable of biological ionization that can generate plasma. In the ascending human body, ionization produces higher frequency plasma light for continuing to build our liquid plasma spiritual body. 4.
See? So like this is saying that there's a body that is around your physical body. It's like a gas, right? For the fellas, you remember when you was playing football and stuff like that, and you build up that energy in your vessel, and then you take your helmet off and you see that steam rolling from your head, right? That's a gas. That's plasma. That's a field that's around you, right? So a thinketh, so shall it be. This plays a factor on your brain too. So as these energies are pumping through your body, going through the flame, going through this gas process, coming off of you in vapors, right? This is what is building around your body, this plasma field. Now, a lot of people say that this plasma field don't alter your reality, but it does alter your reality. That's why it's good to go to sleep with good dreams. That's why it's good to, play a part in positive things, do so much positive things, talk positive, think positive, so on and so forth, because this will start affecting the plasma that is around your physical body. That's why it's a practice, right? This is why, you see us in the Discord. We sitting in the Discord. What are we doing in the Discord? We're measuring the air, right? What do I always say? I say, dang, they put a lot of negative out there. Come on, we got to go live and put some positive out there. We got to change the frequency and put some positive out there, right? It's almost like we sitting there waiting for an alarm to go off to say, too much negative out there. Come on, we got to go be positive. No, that's a different Danny. This Danny is not the same Danny. I don't think it is. No, this is not the same Danny. This is my mod Danny. This is not the same Danny. But the Danny that you watched yesterday is pretty funny. And I wonder what I wonder what the failed actor got to say now, knowing that you seen that live with Danny, exposing how he treated people in the past and everything. I wonder what the failed actor is saying now. Oh, no, I know exactly what the failed actor is saying now. The failed actor is saying, let me change my name. I don't want to be Diddy Diddy no more. I want to change my name to Love. Yeah. I want to change my name to Love. So yeah, he's gonna change his name now. That story time. Oh man, come on. No. Tell me you didn't click on the link at the end. Tell me you didn't click on the link at the end. Tell me you didn't click the link at the end.
My screens ain't gonna do much. She got 9 on perimeter. Yeah.
Plasma is one of the 4 fundamental states of matter, the others being solid, liquid, and gas. A plasma has properties unlike those of the other states. A plasma can be created by heating a gas or subjecting it to a strong electromagnetic field applied with a laser or microwave generator. This decreases or increases the number of electrons, creating positive or negative charged particles called ions, and is accompanied by the dissociation of molecular bonds.
Lady
If
Latifa,
present.
you clicked on it.
The presence of a significant number of charge carriers makes plasma electrically conductive so that it responds strongly to electromagnetic fields. Like gas, plasma does not have a definite shape or a definite volume unless enclosed in a container. Unlike gas, under the influence of a magnetic field, it may form structures such as filaments, beams, and double layers. Plasma is the most abundant form of ordinary matter in the universe. Of the forms proven to exist, the more abundant dark matter is hypothetical and may or may not be explained by ordinary matter, most of which is in the rarefied intergalactic regions, particularly the
you nasty. All right, so yeah, so when you're getting into this, we're talking about the what's around your body, right? And how you alter that. You want to oh my goodness. You want to try to alter this, so to speak. You want to try to change this, so to speak, air that is around you, that is around your physical body, right? So by practicing and generating good thoughts, so on and so forth, you are operating the Yahweh Ha of the body, right? This is the Yahweh Ha of the vessel. This is the air, the fire, the earth, and the water of the vessel. You become omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient. Basically what it is you become a liquid. Your liquid becomes a gas. The gas forms and evaporates into the ether that is around your physical body.
It's not even me talking.
Yeah, that video was very disturbing to say the least. I didn't even know like that he had that type of video out there. I mean, I ain't know half the stuff that Danny was saying yesterday. I was like, what? Shut the, ain't no way. And I was not about to click on that damn thing at the end. I was gonna let one of y'all click on it and then let one of y'all have that etched in y'all memory. Nope, not me. Not me, not I. No, no, no. No, no, no. That boy out here doing some strange things for some change, ain't he? Ain't he, Lady Leticia? He out here doing some strange things for some change. She Paint, you better be happy you didn't click on that shit. You hear me? You better be happy.
Like you just saying, like I can't hear you talk.
You better, boy. He not talking to me. He not talking to me. He over there talking.
No, I'm saying I'm gonna use Tracy McGrady.
Yeah, Lady Leticia watched it, Danny. Lady Leticia watched to push it out. Yeah, think about that. That is a shapeshifter in its finest right there. I told you I'll point out these demonic ass entities, man, because think about it. This dude did not say, I think I need to, take a step back and try to learn how to be a better person. He didn't say, like, you know what I mean? Like, I think I need to figure out how I'm going to start. Like, he's not trying to own up to nothing that he's doing. He's sitting there trying to act like it's a heart. He got to fight harder. So he went and tried to manipulate, what the truth was, right? He's attacking look. He didn't show y'all no documents. If y'all do go watch the video, he didn't show y'all no documents from Ralph the Wise. He showed y'all documents from Energy of Atlas and try to mix it up with some shit he was saying about Ralph the Wise page, and then still try to make it seem like he didn't attack the Ralph the Wise page. But this is what I'm saying. You got to think about it. He feels like he's been doing this longer than me. He's been doing this. He comes over from Clubhouse. This is why he boasts about his accolades. This is why he say this is not TikTok. This is YouTube, and you're going to learn and stuff like that, right? So he feels slighted. He feels slighted by everything that's happening and everything that's unfolded. So of course, anybody that don't take responsibility, he has to. This person did it, right? So now I become the subject of his madness. Somebody else will become the subject. AT2 was it? Now it's this, like, it's never going to stop. It's never going to stop. It's never going to stop because these people are crazy. Right? So what y'all think? This the new shirts. This the new shirts right here. Don't be manipulative. What y'all think? What y'all think? Yo, imagine going around and seeing everybody with a "Don't be manipulative" this shirt on. Oh man, that shit'd be so tough. Going around and see everybody rocking a "Don't be manipulative" this shirt. Oh man, I can't wait. I can't wait. We taking over. We are taking over. Lady Leticia said she was yelling. She was out there screaming. Oh no. Oh my goodness. What is this? What am I watching? I can't believe my eyes. What the hell is going on? Say it ain't so. This is so wrong. Kind of like that, right? He couldn't even make it a good one. Couldn't even make it a good video. That's how terrible, man. Terrible. Terrible. So yeah, we're gonna put them out there. We're gonna put them in the store right now. So I'm gonna drop the link to the store. Y'all make sure y'all go get y'all shirts, blankets, check out the stuff in the store. We're gonna put coffee mugs, we got hats, We're gonna show them. They think that they pushing us out of something. They think that they stopping something. We're gonna show them that they could never stop nothing. We wasn't trying before, but now we're gonna try a little bit harder now. We wasn't trying before, but now we're gonna try a little bit harder. And don't worry about monetization. We might not be able to monetize on here, but guess what? We can do memberships on TikTok. Hell, if we want to, you can become members of the Discord, because I do have a membership in the Discord. So you could become a member of the Discord. You can become a member of the TikTok. They can't stop nothing because they not nobody to stop anything, right? And we're going to show them just how easy it is to push past it, right? If somebody makes a Patreon, we can start pushing the Patreon. If other people create pages, we can start helping them grow their pages. If you need help with a link tree, if you need help growing your page, if you need help, building your page, building your platforms, come over here, let us know, right? If you need to know about how to build business cards using Vistaprint or any other social media application, come over here, let us know. We can help you do that, right? We're going to show them that they can't stop us from building this network no matter how hard they try, right? We'll start co-hosting on each other's pages, which means I'll pop up on your page. You could pop up on my page, right? We'll start building with each other, right? If you live for 3 hours, I'll come over there for 3 hours, spend some time over there. Maybe we'll do it ourselves. We'll do it ourselves. We got enough. Listen, we got enough. We got a creative team. We got a very creative team, right? A couple of y'all women can get together, put together cooking classes where y'all cook together, right? A couple of y'all could put together some knitting classes where y'all knit together, right? We could do some YouTube book clubs where y'all do book readings and stuff like that and discuss what parts of the book made you feel a certain type of way, what part pulled on your. I mean, we could do all types of stuff. You know what I mean? So all we got to do is build a network for it. Once we build a network, they can't stop it. We decide who grows within our network because we're the network, right? So through the Discord, through our pages, through the unification of each other, putting back into what we put into, right? Y'all buy the shirts, we put back into that. We invest in each other, right? We all get. Hey, look, Lady Latisa, start a bank account. We can all invest money into one bank account. Then we see 6 months, 8 months down the line, see what that bank account looking like. Open up a grocery store, hire people for the grocery store from the network, so on and so forth. We could do this. We could do this. We don't have to stay down forever. We don't have to be down here forever. They can't stop us from growing. They can't stop us from building, right? We get in touch with the right people, right? We invest in the right shit, right? We invest in each other. We watch it come back, right? We create something bigger. That's all we got to do. And I know this because I watch this work. I watch people from TikTok take this same idea that I was giving them on TikTok, and guess what they did? They went and created it, right? I can show you a whole group of people from messy TikTok that literally went and took my ideas. Matter of fact, Only Spirit, if you can come up and explain to them. Did I not tell multiple people on TikTok certain things? And did you not watch multiple people take my ideas, run off with them, and utilize those ideas? Right? They just didn't include me. It was like, these some great ideas. We just don't want your ass at the table. And I was fine with that. I was fine with that because it wasn't a table I wanted to be at. I wanted to be at a table that had all types of levels of unification, and nobody was, outside of the bubble. I wanted to be at a table that everybody was invited to. They was creating tables where it was like, yo, you can't tell nobody that's not melanin. This is for indigenous people only. Stop giving them our secrets. You're getting a lot of information from the universe and you're just giving it to them, and so on and so forth. So that became like a little stick. That became a little problem right there. Only Spirit, what's going on?
It was good energy.
Everything's great, man. You know how it go. How's the little one?
He good, man. He getting better, man. He's not having like tantrums no more. Like he more calm now, so it's better. It's a lot better. He still got energy like crazy though. Like if if you come around, he'll probably do the same thing he did with you last time.
You know he gonna do the same thing. That little
He,
he got he like when good energy come around. He like that. What's up?
yeah, he had you sweating in like 100-degree weather.
Yeah. But yeah, I was telling them, you know, over on TikTok, I've been doing this for like a while now, you know, even like as far as traveling, you know, going down to Florida, trying to find people with land and build and everything. And you've been around for that whole journey. So, you know, I figured, and, you know, to be honest, like the collective is going to hear you, but certain people outside of it is going to make up their own little story around it. But, you know, I just wanted you to tell a little bit of like, have I not been?
I could tell you what you've done, like what you inspired me to do and what you gave me game on. Like you before, like I used to think like TikTok was mad hard. Like you can't get followers, you can't like have likes and stuff, like, you know. But then you just broke it down. You was like, nah, bro, you gotta go, you gotta network and this and that. And as soon as I started listening to like the game that you was giving, I got like what 10K right away, you know. And I like before you told me that that shit was possible, I was like, nah, man, it take too much time and this and that. But you was like, nah, this is what you do. Like you I remember you even like you wanted everyone to grow on TikTok so that we could support each other and build the community and network and everything. And we did for a minute, but like you said, some people just ran off. but yeah.
Once I showed them how to do the, remember when I said like the party, the what was I saying? Like you got to go to these party lives where they, you know, these follow parties. You go in there, you know, throw a rose every now and again so your name can pop up as a gift. Type in the comment section. You know, we was doing the grow parties on there, and once I gave that secret out, everybody was like, "Oh, we got the secret now. Come on, it's time." We was waiting for him to tell us how.
Bro, but you didn't even have to do that. The only reason you was doing that was because they kept messing with your account, so you had to have backup accounts that was at a level. But your regular joint was just going crazy just off of you being you. So you gave us game that was really game for us, but for you it's just like, yeah, this is just some extra stuff I gotta do. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, you good.
Yeah, for me, it was like, because remember at that time everybody was saying like he's just trying to trick y'all. He wants y'all to go to his Discord just for him. He trying to trick y'all. He ain't trying to help nobody grow no pages. So then what I do, I was like, look, I'll show y'all. So I made those 2 pages, and in like 1 week they had over like 1,500 followers or however it worked.
Yeah.
And then I told people like these are follow for follow pages. All you got to do is go follow everybody from these pages, and then go to the follow for follow party. Man, as soon as I gave them that, I dropped that jewel right there. It was like, where'd everybody go?
Bro, that game, bro, that's the reason why I have 10K followers now on TikTok, because I followed the same exact thing you said. If you're not following me, I'm not following you. So there ain't no reason for us to even be on each other's joint. So yeah, that shit helped out a lot, bro.
And it takes off. But that's what I was saying. Like I've been saying, like, you know, we could put this type of network together where we can actually go around and be the ones that spreading the love, showing the love. And I still got to come back out to Tampa and get my damn stick. You know, if you still got it, you probably done.
You said Tampa, bro. I'm at Georgia, not Georgia. I'm right there at the border of
Jacksonville.
Yeah, yeah. Tampa's like 3 hours away.
I know I say that for the sake of the, for the YouTube, because a
Oh,
lot of these stalkers and stuff, dealing with the Jaguar rights sector, you got to kind of throw them off. You know what I mean? Kind of
oh,
like make them think this when it's something different.
yeah. No, I still got it though. I still got it.
Okay, bet.
Still got it. That dude, bro, that dude ran off with one of them and never gave me the money for that shit.
Which one? Which dude?
The same high vibe tribe dude, man. I forgot his name, Maddie or some shit. And you told me about this dude, but I was like, damn, I made it with the intention of giving this good.
Yo, listen, I told you, bro. I said something wasn't right. I specifically told you, I said, bro, this dude celebrated his birthday, right? And then when I started talking about August, he said his birthday was in August, but he just had us celebrate his birthday on TikTok. I was like, hold on, bro. I didn't say anything, but I was like, man, this dude's doing some weird stuff. That's why I cut him off. And then it was that whole that pillow box and stuff.
Yeah.
So when he didn't show up for that one event, when he tried to say like a bunch of stuff happened and the person had went to jail, and he put in the Discord that he was trying to put together some money for somebody that got pulled over, I was like, you know what, this dude is just.
Yeah, that dude, he came on my Discord because there's this another girl that does tarot cards that he was messing with, right? So he was like, "Oh, this Naomi or whatever her name is, she just got pulled over and got locked up, and if anyone could help out." So some people felt bad, and I guess he ended up getting like, I don't know, $30-$40. And then like later when she got out, I was like, "Oh, did you get it?" And she's like, "Nah, he took that for himself." I was like,
See,
"Shit."
once I started like helping people out and sending people money over there and stuff like that, and I was like, and that whole thing happened with Kev the comic, and then I started like helping people, like people was contacting me. I'm like, man, hold on. I need a bigger network than this. Like for real. Like they was like one person was contacting me, like, and I'm sorry, like, but she was like, I'm trying to head this way. Can you, send me $40 for this or something like that? And I'm like slowly like cutting into my Cash App to look out for this lady because her, kid passed away and all of this other stuff went on. And they shamed her on TikTok, and they made her feel bad for asking them for help and so on and so forth. And I'm like, man, what am I doing?
Mhm.
So it was like I was like, man, I need a bigger network. Like if this is going to happen like this, there was so many people getting scammed, so many people getting used over there on TikTok, and then come to find out the same thing happening over here. I'm like, man, how do you do it?
Yeah, I remember when you was like on the move and you barely had money to move, and sometimes people ask for money and you still give them even though you're out there asking for money so you could keep moving, and somebody will come in and be like, "Oh shit, I need money too," and you'll feel bad for them and you'll actually give them money even though you need the money. You probably might need it more than them.
That's why I'm saying, like it when even no matter what I'm going through, like how am I to say like who needs it more? How am I to determine that whether I need it more than them or they need it more than me? The universe has to decide that, and I can't walk around, with a level of guilt on myself because I decided to force myself in the position of a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Like let the universe decide. That I keep on trying to tell people, like all you got to do is just try your hardest to be happy. Happiness is a choice. Troubles, trauma, drama, all that. It's gonna keep coming. It's gonna come no matter what. All you got to do is just try to stay within that happy place. Pick that place in your mind, stay within there. The physical world is going to have this ups and downs, it's going to have all of that, but you know,
You definitely good at that, bro. Like a lot of situations I seen you in, like other people will be cursing. They'll be like they'll be acting.
Man, that truck driver that came down there yo,
Well,
I
that's
knew
one
that
of them. That's one of them. But like you when you look at somebody and you like, damn, somebody else will be cursing the shit out of this person or going off, and he's actually
hold
still.
on. I gotta give them an understanding of what happened. So
Yeah.
I told TikTok, I said, if anybody find a way to my house to get me down to Florida, I'm gonna take that drive, right? If the universe find a way for me to get down there, I'm gonna take that drive. So somebody hit me up and they were like, I'm coming up that way, so I'll pick you up and we'll head to Florida. I'm like, okay, bet. I didn't know the person, but I'm like, okay, bet. Universe, I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna step out there. So the guy come pick me up. I jump in the truck. We on our way, right? Shit start getting a little shaky because as I'm looking around the truck, I'm noticing like, hold on, man, this is tape on the motherfucker. It's tape on this. Is duct tape on that. I'm like, all right, something ain't right. So as we driving, right, I'm noticing, I'm like, the guy keeps on making these like these little jokes. He's making little jokes, but I ain't really paying attention to him, right? And he's like saying like, his daughter don't talk to him no more because his daughter messed with a black person and so on and so forth. So he's saying like that, he's trying to do this spiritual journey to, get back in good grace with his daughter, so on and so forth, whatever the case may be. I'm like, okay, cool, I'm with it, whatever the case may be. Now, mind you, it's TikTok. Everybody from TikTok knew and the Facebook group knew. So we was live. I was live for the whole thing. So first the dude tell me, he say, man, you want to drive? I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll drive, no problem. So I start driving, doing about 70, the tire blow out. Boom, right? I navigate to the side of the road, we throw the other tire on there. This dude acting like it's some type of excitement roller coaster. He like, man, you handled that well, man. You did great. You handled that well. I'll let you drive anytime. You did what? So now I'm letting him drive. I'm like, look, man, I'm good on driving your truck. I already got to pay for a tire because I feel bad because I was the one driving it, and at this time, like, I'm using the TikTok as the one paying for the journey because I'm like, look, we on this together, so on and so forth, right? So it was a couple of places that I was going to stop on my way down there. Only was one of them. He's one of the people that I was on my way to, stop and so on and so forth. So, like, long story short, we get down there. I'm already eerie. I bring the dude to Only Spirit's house, right? Only Spirit talk about something, man. Did that dude have a dead body in the trunk or something like that? Yeah. When I say, man, Only Spirit, man, it's been a long one, has it not?
Yo, tell them about the watermelon.
Man. So, all right. So we stopped somewhere, right? We stopped somewhere, and this dude buy like some watermelon, right? And when he gets in the truck, right, he sits the watermelon in between us, right? And mind you, like, this is a couple of days journey. So this ain't like no, like, 15-minute drive up the street. So this watermelon sitting here for like a day and a half, right? So I'm trying to like stretch out because we had went to the beach. I'm trying to like stretch a little bit. So I'm like, yo, I go to say something about I'm like reaching to move the watermelon over a little bit. And he like, don't touch my watermelon. That's my watermelon. So I'm trying to figure out like what like why is he why is he doing this about watermelon? Why is he acting like this over, you know what I mean? Like, but it was eerie because he kept on making these little racist jokes. Like when I kept on saying like he kept on making these racist jokes. So even when I started driving, right? When I started driving and he got in the passenger seat and I started driving, he was like, yeah, now that's better. That's more like it. I was like, what the what the fuck is this? But I keep on ignoring it. Like I'm ignoring all of these little, and like, I can't even explain it, man. Like I'm, I'm ignoring the shit out of all of these little things that he's doing. So like even when we stop and shit, he would be like, because I don't eat meats and stuff, right? So even when we stop and stuff, he'll be like, "You don't want nothing to eat? You don't want no chicken?" I'd be like, "What? Like, nah, like I already told you."
Bro, why did he buy a watermelon just to put it in front of you and not cut it or nothing?
He never touched that shit or nothing. That was like the weirdest shit ever that he just bought that watermelon and just left that shit there like that. Like, I'm like, bro, he trying to like tempt me with watermelon or something. Like he put a trap out there. Like if he touched my watermelon, like I don't know what the fuck it was. Like he really just bought it and just. I get the only crib, only talking about some. Why is that dude walking around a truck like that? I'm like, listen, man, stay in the positive. I don't know nothing about nothing. Remember, this is a journey. I'm gonna get him up out.
Nah, he his vibe wasn't there, bro. Like it scared my wife. My wife was like, "What the fuck is wrong with that guy?"
I know. That's why I had to get him back to Pensacola. I'm like, man, let me
Nah, Pepsi Cola, bro. How you start pronouncing it right?
I know, cause listen, because we on YouTube.
Oh.
We on YouTube. People really know these places.
You see, since after you said it that way, anybody tell me
It's
Pensacola,
stuck like that.
I correct them. I'll be like, nah, bro, it's Pepsi Cola.
It's Pepsi Cola. I'm trying to tell you. You look at the spelling of that, it's Pepsi Cola. Somebody keep on telling me it's Pepsi Cola. It's not Pepsi. It's Pepsi Cola. I know Pepsi Cola when I see Pepsi Cola. I don't know a lot of words, but that's Pepsi Cola, Florida. But that's why I'm saying, like, I be trying to tell people like these adventures, these journeys, like where real stuff was happening, like literally, like I don't know, like you got to remember, like in this world, people are not people. Like that was part of the journey. Like this for this dude to come and travel like that, and like you say, like his energy was off, right? Everything was off. But here's the thing, though. You can't like this dude did not want to accept that I wasn't whoever it is he was thinking I was. He was like, I'm a part of this spiritual journey. Cause I was like, because at one point I was like, well, if she told you to drop me off and get gone, then he's like, no, I'm a part of it. Cause I was trying to get dropped off at your crib and let him go. And he was like, no, I'm gonna see this. I'm like, what the? That's why I was like, all right, Holy Spirit, I'll holler at you. We're gonna go ahead and drive down the floor.
Nah, he did stick with you for a minute though. That shit was
did.
weird because it didn't seem like he wanted to be around you, but he kept staying with you.
I know, but see, this is the thing. He was on this whole like, I'm exposing Facebook, groups. So he was like going and trying to expose groups, but also trying to like look for love at the same time. Not me, but look for love. So he was saying like he was hoping that he was going to find a woman in the collective. That's why he wanted Shauna in the first place. Because when we was in the truck, he kept on saying, did you know Shauna was married? I was like, I never asked, never cared if she was. He was like, I didn't know. when he kept saying that, I was like, why does it matter? And then he kept on going on the Facebook groups. He was like, these Facebook women keep on telling me to send them some money but won't have a conversation with me. So that's when I found out the money that I was giving him for the trip, he was using and losing on the little groups he was, I don't know, whatever he was doing. It was fun though. I mean, in a learning type of way, you know what I mean? I would have liked for, like the growth to come out of it. And then what followed up after that? The farm guy. and that was a whole nother level.
Bro, you had Geo, the demon came out in him.
Oh
That
man.
you had people tell you that they was gonna send you money so that other people wouldn't send you money, and then they wouldn't send you money.
Man.
The dude with the 500, he was like, "Oh, don't worry, I got you. Don't nobody don't send. I'm sending him 500." And he
Oh,
never.
John,
Yeah,
John,
yeah,
John tried to change it and be like, I was saying I was gonna send you 500 likes. I'm like, man, get the shut up. I was, yo,
yo, he's still on TikTok.
I know. I seen him on TikTok. I seen him. I ran across him. They keep on trying to like wait for me to do another live or tell me to do another live over there. Man, you got me. I'm not about to. You ain't
Bro.
about to keep playing with me like that.
They have to be agents or really weird people
I don't
with
know.
a weird background, because it doesn't make sense, that stuff that they do.
I don't know. That's why I keep on saying like it's gotta be a group. I don't know. That's why I say there's gotta be agents. Like think about it. It's like you just said, like it didn't make no sense. It didn't make sense then, and I'm damn sure not trying to make it make sense now. like
Yeah,
it was just shit that was happening.
yeah. Like John, he only go on other people's lives. He never does his own live, and there's only certain people, if you know what I'm saying, that he goes on their lives.
Yeah, John. But see that like when John first contacted me, he was like, man, thank you. Through hearing your knowledge, I was able to wake up and come out of the dark cave and so on and so forth. And
He said the same exact thing to somebody else too.
I know that's what I'm saying. So, you
Weird.
know, it was a couple of them that was saying that like when they were coming out, and it was just weird.
Like they have a script or something.
Like it's a call line. There's a
Yeah.
call line somewhere, like when they call you, like, yes, I'm calling about your decal from Indiana Association with the
Mhm.
I think it is. It do be. It did seem kind of weird. Um, even like I say, like even when I looked at this, what made me start looking into people. So when people keep asking, like, why he's so good at looking into people, well, shoot, on this spiritual journey, you got to know what you're walking into, especially after the farm guy. Like when I looked into him and seen like that he had like the LLC under like Catholic churches and stuff like that. I'm like, how the ain't no way he wanted to be a part of the spiritual community. So it's been fun. It's fun. It's life, ain't it?
Yo, you still talk to the dude that gave you all the seeds? Uh,
Um
he was with
no,
um,
I stopped. You talking about Chosen?
yeah, Chosen.
I kind of like stopped talking to him a little bit, like faded away of talking to him because like okay, so when we was in Michigan, right? It was like he was like using me for the journey because it was like I'm like okay, boom, now we here, we got the growth move towards something, and then when I went to South Carolina, I was like, all right, boom, I didn't have I was like, yo, I'm gonna send you this money. He sent me the money and was saying like, yo, I'm going to North Carolina, send me the bus money for that. So I sent him the bus money to North Carolina, and then he was like, yo, can you send me the money for a hotel room or something like that? And I sent him the money for a hotel room. He texted me, he said, yo, did you send me the money for a hotel room? I said, yeah, I sent you the money for a hotel room. He said, oh man, Cash App took it because of because I owed them. I got a loan from them, so Cash App took it. He was like, "It's cool, bro. I'll just sleep outside tonight." I was like, "Nah, bro, you're not about to have that shit on my conscience sleeping outside." So I'm like, "How much is it, to clear up the Cash App thing and get you the room?" So it ended up being like an extra 150. So I sent him the 150. I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna hit you up tomorrow when I head towards North Carolina, South Carolina, whatever I was doing at the time, because there was a bunch of stuff going on at the time because the hurricane was coming. We was in between South Carolina and North Carolina, so you know, he said he had somebody in North Carolina that he was going to stay with that he met on TikTok. So I'm like, all right, cool. So then all of a sudden he hit me back and he's like, you know, oh, I grabbed the wrong bag when I was getting off the bus. So I got somebody else's bag and instead of my bag. And, you know, I'm going, you know, headed to the mall to get some clothes. If you can throw me anything for that. I'm like, what the fuck? So then it was like, he was like, all right, can you give me a bus ticket to head back to Florida? I'm like, what? So he just like had a whole trip on me. I'm like, what the? I'm like, I feel like I done flew somebody out and I didn't get nothing out of it.
Oh my gosh.
hey,
And,
hey.
yo, and the seeds that he did give you, you ended up giving the other dude, the farm dude.
Yeah, the farm dude got some growth out of it and stuff like that. He planted some of it, but you know, easy come, easy go. I'm going to build this spiritual community, whether people like it or not. It's going to be great. I already have the vision for it. I'm just waiting for the right people to come along with it, you know. And you know, if you know, it's some people out there with locations, there's some people out there with land that they want that they don't know what to do with, and so on and so forth. So if I gotta travel, once I get this car, if I gotta travel to go find the right spot, I'm gonna keep on doing, I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna keep pushing it and it's gonna come together greatly. But
Same.
yeah, I couldn't figure it out. I didn't know what he was like really trying, like, you know, once you realize that people don't want to really be a part of your journey, that they're just trying to see what they can get out of it, you have to let them go. You know what I mean? So like he everything took place for a reason, how it was supposed to happen, whatever. Um, like I say, he attached himself to the journey from the beginning. I don't think he had anywhere to go just by the smell that came off of him once we got to the what you call him. He said a cat pissed on his stuff, but I don't know. Like it wasn't up to me to judge him or for real. It wasn't up to me to judge him or anything like that. I was like, okay, you want to be a part of the journey? Okay, I got you. Boom. So you know when he you know drifted to the wayside or whatever, then that's what it was. Like I don't. You know, people are going to move how they're going to move, and I got to continue to move how I'm going to move, regardless. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was what it was, and the time that it was, and the time that it wasn't, it wasn't.
You're gonna meet the right people along the way.
Yeah. You know, I got my sister wives now. You know, I got the sister wives now.
Your Discord is the
Yeah,
most active out of every Discord that I'm in.
yeah, because I got the sister wives.
For real, because
And there's a couple of husband brothers. There's a couple of husband brothers. You know, I just don't mention them. You know, and the reason why I don't mention the husband brothers is because none of the husband brothers mention the husband brothers. You know what I'm saying? We just mention the sister wives. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, we got the sister wives in the Discord. You know,
you,
make
you,
sure y'all go and order something too. I'm telling you, listen, this clothing thing, this is going to take off right here. We going to. Oh yeah, this is just this month. It's going to change every month. So this is just April's lineup right here for the shirts and stuff. This is
you
just
gotta bring back the gang T-shirts.
this is just oh yeah, the G4NG guidance for next generation.
Yeah, you gotta bring. That was fire.
Yeah, we got to put them back on too. So yeah, don't be manipulative. Put your order in. Don't be manipulative. Okay.
Wait, you're still using what is it? Printify or something like that?
Well, yeah, this is the Printerfold one. I try to listen. I was trying to put some people together that know how to do this, and then I can
I
just put
bet you one of your sister wives probably already does this. You just probably gotta put the call out there.
Well, we got to be well. Right now, we just got to start it off like this. They said one of them said, like two of them said that they do print shirts and stuff, but you know, and this don't forget. Look, the Fighting Demons is on there already. See. Fighting Demons. See that? As we speak. You see that? This is how we operate in real time. When I say growth and development, I'm talking growth and development. Look at this. Fighting Demons, right? Get you the blanket, you know, Atlas Sister Wives blanket, you know, for them cozy night. Netflix and chill. Netflix and chill. Minus the spill. Minus the spill. Don't you spill nothing on this motherfucking blanket. All right. And you know what type of spill I'm talking about, nasties. Look at the flipper dippers. Don't get flipper dipped it. All right. Don't get flipper dipped it. Okay. So yeah, so we growing. We growing all around the board. We growing.
Bro,
All
that same Netflix and chill minus the spill, that's a fire shirt too.
right. Netflix and chill minus the spill.
I can see like a lot of old people copying that. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
so we really just Netflix and chill for real.
That's it. A lot of people just you look, man. It's relaxed in this world. That's why I say, like, if we build it, they will come. All we got to do is build it, you know, build a space for it. I would like to start working with a lot of people on YouTube. If you're trying to build your account, right? I say we build it. Let's build a network for it, right? Let's figure out the time zones, the timelines, you know, how many hours do you spend a week going live, whatever the case may be. Figure out what you can do, right? Some people are reading Zodiac. Some people are you might want to just lay there and you know cook, you know, you might want to answer questions, whatever the case may be. Social media is the new wave. If you build a brand around yourself, I know a lot of people are shy. Maybe you need to learn some backdrop, you know, some things that you can put up on the backdrops, you know. Maybe you can siphon through backdrops, you know, siphon through books, you know, so on and so forth, right? I think if we build a network of people and then start putting back into the network, I think, you know, with that type of development, I think we'll be, you know, on a great path, on a great wave, right? Like I say, you look at the Discord. The Discord is active. The Discord is active. People sitting over in the Discord right now. Look, we just chill over there. It's just a chill place, you know. We keep each other updated on the common stuff that we have come, you know, to unify with, and you know, other things like that. So imagine a bigger network like that. Imagine as it keeps growing and keep getting bigger, right? And then each one teach one. So the more people tell people about one place, the more people get there, right? The more people showing people, yo, come over to our Discord, bro. Come kick it in our Discord. Even if you out and about, you know, you stop by somewhere, man, there ain't nowhere to really kick it online anymore. Hey, yo, come to our Discord, right? So it's really about how much we put back into it, how much we put into it. Don't forget, Discord got a boosting system, all of that stuff, right? If we changing our currency, let it be in a good direction, right? Of course, I'm still going to keep on reapplying for the monetization on here, but in the meantime, in between time, let's do the things that we can in order to grow this network. I think we better together. I think we way better together. And once again, we are going to put together, we're going to get the land, we're going to put together we're going to put together two houses, right? So this is the plan. Listen to this, YouTube. Listen to this. We're going to get the land, we're going to put together the two trailers. One trailer is going to have people, you know, from TikTok in it. One trailer is going to have people from YouTube in it, right? We're going to get a bus, a travel bus, right? And we're going to go out to different events, like, you know, go to Vegas, to the casino, and make different games and stuff like that. Of course, we're going to need a camera crew, so on and so forth. We're going to set cameras up in both houses, right? One's going to be streaming on YouTube, one's going to be streaming on TikTok 24 hours a day. That's going to be where, like, you can go to Roku for the 24 hours a day access to the streams, right? Whether it be the one for TikTok or whether it be the one for YouTube, you can do it on both houses, you know, put it on there, and then we just build from there. We let different content creators keep on rotating through the house through different seasons or different times in order to build you know, just have different content creators come through the house from TikTok, different content creators come through the house from YouTube, and tell me that ain't a great idea.
Yeah, that's what they do.
All we got to do is get the investors. That's all we got to do is put together the investors. Talk to one of y'all rich uncles. If one of y'all got OnlyFans and y'all making a bunch of money on OnlyFans, now's the time. Invest in me, baby. I got you.
Bro, that's the same thing Kai Cenat and them is doing. All them rich people, they doing that.
I know. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. We got to put it together fast before somebody else try to snatch it up. Of course, they're not going to see it through like I am, because of course they're going to have their own little, you know what I mean? So it ain't going to really be like, the originator of the idea is the only one that can actually see the greatness in it, because they're the originator. Anybody else is like probably seeing like the monetization of it or something like that, the money. So they're like, blinded to a certain degree. They don't see the creativeness in it. They don't see the, you know what I mean?
Facts. This is a great idea, bro. And then you could do tours. You could do like tours. Get a transit van and check out all of the springs everywhere in the U.S.
Yeah, but think about it. Like it becomes so big because what you do is like you do it in like, okay, boom, all right, you got the first one, it'll be on the East Coast, right? Then the next one might be on the West Coast. If it starts off small, it can start off East Coast, South, then a West Coast house,
Mhm.
right? And then you rotate the houses, right? And then you do like at the end of the season you do the big house battles, right, where it's like, the West Coast house against the East Coast house, and now you unifying the houses because the TikTok and the YouTubers that's in the West Coast house got to join up against the TikTok and YouTubers, and you get what I'm saying? So it can go either way with it, and that's not even including if you just did it city to city, right? Now you just got city to city battles. So you got, the North Carolina house versus the South Carolina house of the, you get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So
Yep.
however you do it, it's going to blow up, depending on how you do it.
Yeah, bro. The new entertainment is social media. Nobody care about really movies no more. Netflix don't got nothing good on, bro. Like
Nothing.
nothing.
Everybody's watching social media anyway.
Yep.
Something drop on Netflix, everybody binge watch it and back to social media.
Facts. And they barely, like, if they got a list of 10, maybe one, and that's maybe one of them joints might pique your interest, but otherwise it's not entertainment no more.
And that's why something like this will take off. Like I'm trying to get in touch with Rob Dearday to see if he can help me put together something like this, because I know he be doing ridiculousness on what I'm trying to get in touch with somebody like that, somebody that can
But
see
you
that.
know why I'm laughing? Because you're already that person. Like sometimes, like I'll be like, "Yo, am I gonna watch a movie?" Or and then I'll see like, "Oh, yo, Energy's on YouTube right now. I'm gonna go listen to him because
I
you're
know,
gonna
but
you're
I
gonna
gotta
give people laughs.
I
You're gonna
gotta
give
get to
people
the
the spiritual stuff. Like you're not just one topic, so you could tune in anytime and get into something different.
I know, but I gotta get the people together that can, push the finances for something of this magnitude.
Or
You know what I mean? Like that's what I gotta do. Like I gotta get with the right people. Now, of course, like, in the meantime, in between time, we still gotta grow as a network and grow, as a union, but I still gotta try to reach the right people. They're like remember when Timberland came over to the panel and we talked to him, I literally gave him the idea. He was like, man, that's a great idea. Hit me up in the DMs. And then I hit him up in the DMs and he ghosted me.
bro, he was playing defense.
That's what I'm saying. He was okay. The backstory is I was talking shit about him and his infatuation with Aaliyah. So that probably was him saying F you. Okay, I get it. I get it. He had to come over there for 45 minutes just to play defense because I was on his ass with that pinky down shit, was I not?
Yep. But what he did was smart because he could have like kind of like ignored it, but he had to like come and show like, nah, I'm here.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
then people would start ignoring him if he ignored it.
I mean, he got it nipped in the bud before it got big. You hear me?
Or
Especially him coming over to TikTok to be on the you know,
that
um
was a fire live too, because that girl performed, that
yeah,
singer,
yeah,
and you was roasting too. You was roasting.
yeah. That's what I say, but like Man, come on. He come over there, sit over there for 45 minutes. I'm like, ain't no way. But then again, like he said, like nobody's watching TV no more. Everybody's watching social media. So when I'm doing a whole live talking about how he connected with Pinky Dow and how she's pretending to be a 13-year-old, 14-year-old on her OnlyFans, and how he had an infatuation with Aaliyah, and his wife looked like Aaliyah, so he married her. Like I was going in on his ass, was I not? That motherfucker
He had to
popped up
play
like,
defense, bro. He had to play defense.
yeah, he popped up. He had to pop up. Like, now what's going on? Like, no, that's not it. I like her because her voice is alluring. It's okay. Is that what it is?
Yeah. He played it smart. He could have came off like stupid and try to argue with you, but he came in cool, calm, and collected. So
But I also could have went in that direction where I
yep,
could have been like, yo, what
yep,
was up? Yo, you knew Aaliyah was, I could have went in that
yep.
direction where it could have, been one of those moments.
Yeah, but that's not your space. Like you got peaceful, positive space.
That's what I'm saying. Like I could have went in a direction where it was like, yo, what's up with the Aaliyah thing? But I listen. I was like, okay, now he popped up. So that tells me what I'm talking about holds some weight. You know what I mean? Because ain't no way. The page only had like 1,500 on there at the time. It wasn't even a 16K page. It was like a 1,500. You know what I mean? Only had like 1.5, maybe 2,000 followers at that time.
Oh man, it's like you're watching social media versus celebrity now.
Yeah, you are. And they struggling. Like you see all of them jumping. I seen The Rock on TikTok. I seen
Struggling, bro. They're in
Sylvester
jail.
Stallone.
They're
Huh?
going to jail. They're more than struggling.
You say what?
I said they're going to jail. They're more than struggling. I think they're defeated at this point.
Listen, they are done up after. I think a lot of them might have put that money into that crypto or whatever it is, and I don't think they got their return out of it. I think, if we go back and investigate that whole Twitch situation with Ellen DeGenerate, I think we're gonna find out that Twitch found out that he was broke, and he went and asked Ellen, like, what the hell is going on? You insured me that this was a good thing. And but yeah, I think we out of money. I think the Federal Reserve's allegedly, supposedly, I think the Federal Reserve is empty.
Yeah, yo, that Bitcoin shit is like if you know the pattern, you're good, bro. Like it's a 4-year cycle, so all you got to remember at the end of the 4-year cycle is gonna blow up, and then it's gonna go down. Right now, we're gonna go down because we're at the, I think the end. Yeah, we're at the end. The next 4-year cycle will start after this year. So it's gonna go down. It went really high. Now it's gonna go down. In the next 4 years, it's gonna build back up. Yeah. So if you play it in the long game, you're good. That's what rich people do. And the 4-year cycle is not just for Bitcoin. It's also the stock cycle. That's where they got it from. So if you're doing stocks, you just do the same thing. You play the long game, the 4-year game. You invest as you go within the 4 years, and then you collect at the end, and then you wait for it to crash, and then you buy back low, and then boom, you're good.
Nah, we're gonna pretend like we don't know what you're talking about, because that's kind of like inside trading. So we didn't hear that. We didn't hear none of that. None of that. None of
Bro,
that. But
all
yeah, this
the
is when Timberland popped up right here. This is when we was talking about that. That because this is when MPC came in. This is when MPC came in, and I'm like, man, this MPC stuff they implement in Money Magic, they about to start, dumbing people down. This is about to make people really act, and I was right. I was right. They put her on. They put her on like BET awards and stuff like that. I was like, why is they doing this? Kai Cenat snatched up the dude that do the Spider-Man stuff. I said they really about to make MPC like a job, and then they started putting it on the news. Is MPC more of a job? People are quitting their job and becoming TikTok NPCers. I was like, shut up. And it took off. And here was Timbaland coming onto the panel right here.
I just ain't like that song, like Go to Sleep. And
Oh,
sleep
girl
and
did
just,
a song for him.
I don't know. How?
It is.
You know?
It is.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
meant to.
And for that, I would say.
But
it's not-
everybody was like, man, we appreciate you not stealing the moment, not because it wasn't nobody up on a panel like this. When Timbaland came up, it wasn't all these people up on the panel. All these people, you know, they started requesting up afterwards. And then they were like, man, we appreciate you not trying to, you know, hog the moment and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, what, like, we were just up here just vibing.
Mainstream. So
Yeah.
I
It's not
wouldn't have
meant to be
been
mainstream. No.
okay. Now I would say, well, then there's nothing great tone. You got to get your following. You got to go out there and promote what you're trying to promote. But if you trying to goddamn say it's gonna be, because I will put it out, I'll tell you, because that's not what I'm on, like a mainstream path. But I would tell you, I will point you in the direction of where that would go, because it's real artsy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's
Can
art.
I do one more for you? Can I do one
Oh
more?
no, you cannot. No, you cannot.
Yeah.
Do it. See, you trying to be this.
Double down on him.
But utility, the
Best thing. He told you the
Goodbye.
best thing he can say is,
you can't blow.
Heard you out.
No, it's not.
and look, hold on, because you I shot the idea at him, and he told me to contact him, but I shot the idea at him earlier on in the stream or whatever. So it was like, but then when I did hit him up, he ain't get back in contact with me. So, but I kind of knew what it was. It was one of those like, nigga, you over here talking about me, and then you want me to give you an opportunity? Oh man. Didn't care though. Wasn't about to do nothing. You got your mic muted if you saying something.
Or you still make jewelry?
You say what?
You still make them jewelries? The gems and stuff, you still collecting them?
With the crystals and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, we got some posted over in the Discord right now selling the crystals and stuff. Now we got the shirts and that stuff too. We still putting the website together for the crystals because I'm trying to see if we can, wherever we're gonna end up at. They said it was some land that was going cheap down in Texas, but I'm not sure. I seen somebody sent me some stuff down there, and they was like, "Look, you can buy this right now, 12 acres, for 6,000 or something." I thought that kind of skeptical, so I was like,
No, it's true. Texas got the best deals for if you want to get big stuff. The only reason I wouldn't mess with it is because they've been having crazy weather.
I'm still holding my sprint, but
Like they got whole buildings that you could get like a big ass building for like 12 grand.
I didn't know.
I might have to do what Cat Williams did and buy a military base. What? Cat Williams did it.
Oh man. Texas would be a good idea for you because
Tyler Perry did it.
if you bought a big ass building, you could do that same idea you was talking about. It's just that you won't have too much land on it.
Yeah, you better have your own people to protect it.
Yeah, it's like old what do you call it? Like furniture
down
stores. Like it's like a
them
big
people
ass
down in
warehouse.
Texas. Them people down in Texas, they'll tell you straight up, we don't call the law, we are the law.
Yeah, Florida too.
Yeah, Florida too, you right.
Yeah, because they're not they're like cops don't roll around people's neighborhoods here. If they do, it's weird. It's like rare, you know. So then, like, say you see one of them, then it's like automatic defense. Like, what are they doing here? You know?
It's okay. If I bought land in Texas, you're gonna see like a little small shack on the top of the ground, and I'm gonna build everything under the ground.
That makes sense. Nah, that does make
You're
sense
gonna see
because
like a
yeah.
shit just gonna It's gonna be like one small small little shed, and everything gonna be underground.
That does make sense.
For real.
Believe it or not, I actually looked into Ecuador, but
Oh,
but they've been having problems like with ransom and stuff like that. People been kidnapping people.
yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. Like with the with everything that's going on, man. Whether we want to look at it or not, population control is a mother sucker. And
Yeah.
people coming up, shit, one of the one you a hot commodity. You a
Uh-huh.
hot commodity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it ain't you like car parts, People bust you down like a whole engine. You thinking that they selling car parts. You like, oh yeah, I just bought a new carburetor. What they talking about is a kidney.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You talking about something? Oh yeah, the head gasket new. All this is new. Yup, that's all the body. That's why I say this world is stranger than fiction. But are we building a network of people who got their eyes open to it to realize it? I'm tired of living in a lie. I know that we all want to believe that our life is like what we see in those books or those movies, but it's not. This reality, this world we live in is crazy and
Mm-hmm.
real. Like people, the good people are the ones losing. The monsters, they laughing in our face like ha 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 ha,
Mm-hmm.
and they eat like they tearing down the good. Why? Think about it. Why you think you don't see nothing good in this world no more? Why our technology ain't advancing? Why everything ain't like? Come on, look around. Like, please, really look around. Like, I really need us to look around. Like, we would see great qualities or better qualities coming out of life if the good people was the ones with the money.
Mm-hmm.
If the good people was the ones with the funds and shit like that, we would see good things coming out. And we don't. So that tells me that the righteous people ain't the ones with the bread. That tells me that some wicked people got to have the money because wicked is multiplying in this world. Nastiness is multiplying in this world.
Yeah, I think they even have a rule. Like if you become a millionaire, no, I think a billionaire, like there's a rule that you can't give back a certain amount. Like there's a limit to what you can give, I think.
Yeah.
Like if you wanted to like go, because remember when you get to that level, everything you're doing is like under a microscope. They're looking at everything you're doing. So it's crazy.
We're gonna find out when we get there. We're gonna get there together. We're
Oh,
gonna
we
get there
getting there.
together. The
We
collective
getting
is
there.
getting there. We're gonna have to find this out every step of the way. Because
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, it's happening. Like, look, right now is the best time. People getting their income tax back, investing something bigger, investing stuff. I don't know why we keep repeating the same shit over and over again every year. We buy that damn car, and then the payments run low, and then by December they repo the car, and then by January and February you need another car. This is bullshit. Y'all not tired of it? Y'all ain't tired. Come on, listen. Listen. I ain't trying to, do nothing major. I'm just saying, like for the collective, like we could be
Mm-hmm.
better. Like we could do something greater. We could do something better. Like that's why they scared to let us grow because they know, like, damn, if they can do it like that, if they can unify like that, they want to make sure that they got some type of hold of corruption over you. Make sure you do some messed up stuff first before that way they can hold you to a certain narrative, a certain rhetoric. Like everybody is cool when you're doing wicked stuff. They all cool with it, they like it, so on and so forth. But when you're doing good stuff, people like, man, we don't want to see you doing good. We don't want to see you doing good shit. Well, I do. I want to see everybody doing good.
Mm-hmm. See, like if you get a piece of land and you plant your fruits, you never need them ever again. You don't have to go to the grocery store. You don't have to go to work. You don't have to do shit ever again. except for yourself, you know. If you want to do like build something, you build it for yourself, whatever. But
Well, a lot of
one,
those people actually do that. Like for the people that got like windmills on their land and stuff like that, they
Mhm.
actually sell a certain amount of electric to the electric company and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And the people that got like, I think like we're gonna have to start building these small communities like that can like take care of themselves. Like I think we're gonna have to start doing that. The elites, they know that we have to start doing this. That's why you hear them talk about 15-minute cities and stuff like that. They know that we're gonna have to start building these smaller collective
self-sustaining.
yeah, self-sustaining systems and stuff like
Mhm.
that. So they are out buying up land and stuff like that, but they're stopping like, the smaller groups from doing it. You
Yep.
see a lot of them out there.
Mhm.
They're already, subdivision. When I was going to South Carolina to find land, it was a bunch of bigger company that's already subdivision the land off. You know what I mean? They already got it, cut it up in subdivision, because a
Bro,
lot we're
it's
getting into
hard
a
to
lot of
find
that.
stuff in Florida anymore. And
Yeah,
and
because a
your
lot of people are
perspective on
doing it
that
now.
is like that's exactly how it is, because they created a problem and they want to give you the solution. They don't want you to solve it yourself, but this is our chance to solve it ourselves. We just have to come together.
Our chance to solve it ourselves. They're out here using our solution to solve the problem, but trying to get out in front of the solution so they're keeping us suppressed, but still using our solution.
Yeah, facts.
That's what made TikTok change the intellectual property laws. If you
What's that?
notice on TikTok, they sent out the notification for the intellectual property laws.
I remember when you told me about that you can't speak about frequency on there, right?
Yeah, because I had put remember I had got that hit for intellectual properties from the spiritual university or something like that, and I had looked it up, and this spiritual university did not exist as of 2012. And then I had looked it up. It was brought out by like some brothers of dark, or I don't know what it was called, but then I had to do all this extra stuff. But they changed the intellectual property laws or guidelines, intellectual property guidelines. Sorry.
Oh, damn. Well, I've been banned for a whole year, so I don't even know.
What was
Like,
you playing?
bro, nothing. They still haven't explained to me what I did.
Dang, that's crazy. Why?
But
Why
but
am I?
but this is what was weird. There was this lady, right, that used to come in the live a lot, and then she was cool. We were friends, right? And then like I don't know, like 3 4 months before I got banned permanently, she came out in the Discord and she was like, "Oh, I thought you was bullying this guy because you was telling him to brush his teeth every day, right?" And this is one of my cool dudes, so I wasn't coming off at him no way. I was just like telling him what I would tell anyone. It's like, bro, now you need to brush your teeth every day, bro, because I guess he did it, right? So then, and then she came out like months after I had gotten like suspended or something for that, right? And she's like, "Yeah, I reported you because I felt like you was bullying him." It's like, what?
Got your account taken and shit, and then came out and
And
was like, "Oops, my bad."
yeah, she's like, yeah, she's like, it's been getting to me, so I just had to tell you.
It's
I,
been
I for,
bothering me that I
bro.
falsely reported your account.
So I forgave her, right? I was like, all right, it's cool. It's just TikTok anyway. I don't even do that shit seriously. It's just for fun, right? So I was like, it's cool. And then a couple months later, I get banned for a year. Bro, I blocked her from everything. I was like, nah, because if it's you again, I'm gonna feel so stupid that I even forgave your ass.
What you say?
Who knows, bro? And then she found my YouTube and then left one comment on one of my videos.
He said I forgave her, and then I got banned for a year. I told you these people don't change; they just find a different way to like. Listen, even with this whole Denat situation, look, I can forgive him, right? But I guarantee you, he's still
Gonna do it again.
Yeah, he's still because it's not sitting right with him that somebody standing up to him, not allowing themselves to be bullied. You know what I mean?
Yo, he remind me of Aaron the plumber. He always want to catch a fade with somebody, but then he get knocked out.
But then not really catch a fade with somebody.
Yeah, make sure the security hold him back and shit.
Every time I try to
Right.
it makes me go
That part. But that's what I say though. Like a lot of these people, they out here, but they not really trying to build. They not trying to grow. And now since he found a new image that he feel like he can be like, now it's like anybody take his page down, I'll pay you for it. I'll give you the money for it. I'll give you my social security check for it. Whatever he over there telling them people, man, that's just crazy because what it is they found an image that they can be like. They found a more powerful image that they could steal, a likeness that they could steal, like swagger jacking on the internet. You know what I mean? They see like, damn, he said manipulative, and we listen. If we get rid of him, we could probably start using his words 3 to 6 weeks from now.
Bro, is he the reason why you said you didn't get monetized or you're not getting monetized?
Yeah, he did some bullshit. He manipulated me.
Yo, it might just be the people, bro. It might not even be like these flipping systems and shit. Like it might not be no flipping. Nah, I'm pretty sure there's probably a TikTok bot, but
it's somewhat of it, but it's not like you said. Like it took me a while to figure out. Like, yo, it's not the system, it's not the algorithm. It's these people. It's these people that's determined they gonna gatekeep. It's these people that's determined they gonna keep the lower content creators low because then they can steal your idea. Then you just a worker for them. It's like you could just bring them the stuff like, oh, well, since you was a bigger platform. So they want to keep you low. You think they want to introduce people to my personality? Look what happened every time they did.
bro, is your monetization temporary or is it permanent?
I gotta wait the 30 days and then 90 days, whatever.
Oh, you'll be good.
Every 30 days I can reapply or something.
Okay. That's what's up, bro.
They is looking at me like he is a problem. If we let him grow, he is going to take, for sure, he's going to take all of our, it's not a conversation that he can't have. It's not, he can have a conversation about politics. He can have a conversation about this. And they test me like different people test me, different questions. That's why they came over here. You see, they got to group up to have a conversation with me. It's got to be 5 or 6 of them demonic ass entities. They ain't coming one at a time. They can't come by themselves. They got to come in a group. It's got to be like 5 or 6 of them. They got to come in a group.
Yeah, man. You speaking on that whole that dude, what was his name? The Christ guy. Yaju. Yeah, because at first, like I don't know if I'm gullible or some shit, but at first I was like, damn, this dude look like Jesus and like Yeshua and shit, So I was like, damn, and it don't cost me nothing to sign this petition either, so I signed this petition. But then when you broke him down, then I was like, oh damn. I don't know if I should retract my sick, but I was like, nah. If anything, I supported the dude, so it's fine. Do what you're doing, man.
Right, but he was scamming. Like when I looked into them to find out, like, that he had these charges and the federal charges, and then the other dude unalived his wife. I'm like, what the and then the other dude, he was he was locked up and he got in trouble for doing it to boys. Like it just got dark and dark. I like, man, this whole group, this shit, I'm sick of this.
Yeah. So if you think of it in a way, you be helping a lot of people because you helped me because you did the research that like I wasn't about to do and all of that shit. I was just like, oh, this dude looked like him. He, he got some good shit to say sometimes. I was like, I sign this shit. But if I would have watched one of your joints before that, I probably wouldn't have messed with him.
A lot of people will sign it. A lot of people will do that because they're using that age-old trick, religion. If
Mhm.
you tell me like, that I need to be a part of something or I'm gonna burn in a fiery pit, I might sign something. Hey, shit. You telling me a pit, a fire, all this? Shit, where do I sign? I might sign something too, you know what I mean?
Yo, but the shit is that I think he believes himself completely. I know like the scam and shit, right? But like the way that he come off is like he believe himself completely.
I think I don't think I think because the group, believes in him or whatever, it's become such a part of their survival. Remember
Uh,
that the two people that broke off, they were saying like, they was, living bad, like, living in a house, living off of people, mooching or whatever the case may be. So he has to now. It's become a part of his survival. Like, just like Jaguar Wright, she has to do this on the internet. It's a part of her survival now. Like, what's she gonna go? Put in the application, wait for somebody to call her, wait 30 days for a check. What? No.
Bro, he's still going like against these Israelites. He'll go and he'll talk to them, and he'll lose, but his whole camp will act like he won, and then they'll run away.
I seen that he's still going up against the Israelite groups and stuff like that, losing against the group. They got a whole group over there called the Avengers on TikTok now.
Oh, wait, Israelite group?
And some Rangers, Power Rangers, that's going against him, and a whole Avenger group that's going against him.
No, but he got people brainwashed so much that they think he's winning when he ain't saying shit.
What? Stop.
What you crying for? What you crying for, Sam?
I'm not crying. That water's invading my personal space.
Water is invading your personal space. When was the last time you got in the shower? Huh?
Chicken.
Seven.
Yo.
When was the last time you got in the shower? I don't like when you say stuff like water is invading your personal space.
It's a joke.
That let me think you're not bathing.
It's a joke.
Yeah, okay. Joke's on you. Ralph, I gotta figure out TikTok out. I had my account for years, but I'm not. Hey, figure TikTok out. I'm telling you, come over to TikTok. Look, they got a gifting system. People just start gifting, and TikTok is fun, but it's also crazy. Like, oh man, you want to tell them or should I tell them?
Bro,
Nah, go ahead.
you're the one that got me into this whole TikTok shit. At first, like I told you, I used to just scroll through and just scroll and throw. But then, like, I landed on your page one day, and you was actually teaching some shit. So I was like, all right, I could see the utility in this app.
Mm-mm. If you do put on TikTok, make sure you get STEM. In America, it don't automatically come with STEM. You got to go into your options and turn STEM on. STEM is where all the learning stuff is at.
I can't believe I'm this.
Mhm. Yeah, you also made me clean up my algorithm because like I used to catch the videos with the girls at first, and that shit would just be on the shit all the time. I had to go back and delete all of that shit.
That shit pop up hella.
Hmm. Yeah, it's like temptation after temptation.
It is.
Bro, you're the one that actually motivated me to do that shit. I was like, because it's about your consciousness. If you're gonna be scrolling X amount of hours and X amount of this is in your brain, it's fucked up your whole consciousness.
It will. And it does. And people out there, and I would tell people, like, I don't mind supporting you, but I would tell people, like, I'm gonna follow you back, but if I see a heavy load of lust, if you trying to, I'm sorry, I gotta unfollow you. Like, don't make me lust after. I don't like that. Like, I want to fall in love with somebody, but I ain't trying to lust after. And a lot of people be wanting that lust, like, pay me in lust, and I'm like, I don't want that. You see half them girls on there, they just laying there with the camera with their feet in the air, showing the top part of their butt cheeks. That's it for hours, kicking their feet, getting all our money.
What are they talking about?
Bro, I got a book that you're gonna love. It's called The Perfect Matrimony.
Are they talking crazy?
Perfect Matrimony?
Yeah, it's about gnosis, and like it's basically about what is it, sexual alchemy.
Okay, I gotta check it out.
I'm gonna send you the PDF. Bro, did you get the last two that I sent? You got the last two PDFs that I sent?
On Discord?
Yeah, not the pictures. I sent 2 books. Oh, well, all right. So I might have to post it in your Discord somewhere then.
All right.
So so just look out whenever I post it. Then you could just do whatever you gotta do with it.
All right, bet.
Because that one book, that's just a couple pages that I had to like get the pictures of, but it's like 40 or 50 other pages to that book that you was going through.
I need that.
Oh yeah, and
I broke down the pages that you sent, but I need that whole thing.
Yeah, they at the end they start exposing the Masonic stuff, and yeah, you're gonna love that one. But the other one you're gonna love too. The Perfect Matrimony. There's no pictures in that. It's just words, but it goes in a line with a lot of stuff that you be talking about. So it'll just confirm everything you already talked about.
Ain't no pictures in it?
Nah, ain't no pictures.
I only read picture books.
Nah, but this one, this one you're gonna love. You're gonna love this one.
I'm joking.
Yeah. The Earth book though, that one got mad pictures. That's the one I thought I sent you, but it doesn't come up like I sent it to you. But like I said, I probably just gotta post it, so I'm gonna post it.
Well, Earth Speak still in my work. He's trying to say he Atlantean now.
Oh my gosh, that's bro. He did the same thing, kind of like the Knot kind of did, like or there may be the same archetype. He's the same archetype or something.
Right. He just did. He a little bit smarter than the Knot though, because he tried to like, just steal the work and then try to do the whole like, backflip, talk about, and then change his name. But I ain't really the Knot trying to reinvigorate himself and trying to make it seem like he about energy and all of this stuff. And it's crazy because he's like really like in my face trying to be like, he's trying to copy me. He's trying to say the stuff that he know I'm gonna say before I say it because he already asked me what I was gonna say. It's weird.
Yo, that's crazy, bro. I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna post some things in the Discord right now, though.
All right, bet. Appreciate you for stopping up.
Yo, gratitude always, energy. Enjoy the rest of the night, bro.
You too. Love is love. What you looking at, Seven? Yes, 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 yes. As y'all can see, we do great things, you know. We do great things. Make sure y'all hit the Cash App, if you know what I'm saying. Hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal. Get over, purchase the merch. The merch is there, you know. Once you get your t-shirt, once you get your merch, whatever it is you buying, send me a picture of it. Right? I want to post it. I want to do a live about it. I want to show other people that it's going on, that it's going down, that we got the Atlas store out there. All right. We got the Atlas store. Get to the Atlas store. Buy you something from the Atlas store. Get to the Atlas store. We is not playing about this. All right. Get you a Criminum shirt. All right. Go shopping one time. Order a bunch of stuff. Get you a Criminum shirt. All right. Get you a Flip My Dip shirt. You know what I'm saying? They out here flip my dipping. Get you a flip my dip shirt. All right. Get you a manipula dip shirt. Or you can get you a don't be manipula dip hoodie. Get you a don't be manipula dip hoodie. You know? And you know, for the sister wives, get you a blanket. Get you a sister wives blanket. We're gonna try to get some sister wives lingerie and socks, maybe a bra and panty set. You know what I'm saying? Rawr, rawr. Okay, okay. You know, get you a love is love hat, you know. Get you a love is love hat. Don't be afraid to purchase something. You know, get you an Atlas family blanket. All right, get you an Atlas family blanket. Okay, get you a Fighting My Demons t-shirt. Get you a Fighting My Demons t-shirt. All right, we here. We here. We ain't going nowhere. All right, for them that they think they're gonna scare us off, they think we're gonna run off. We ain't running off. We gonna double down on your ass. We gonna double down on your ass and show you that we deserve to be here, that you don't. You don't deserve to be here. And before we go, we gotta drop in with a little bit of knowledge real quick, just to bring some knowledge to the table. Let's talk about electric, because that's what electromagnetic signals. That's what's going through the air right now. Our bodies is picking up different variations of transmissions of electromagnetic.
Electromagnetic signals are directly responsible for the electromagnetic wave representation that we access. This can be through of any kind of data transmission and its energetic frequency signature. Data transmission is communication of energetic information by the transmission or propagation of ranges of frequencies that form unique electromagnetic signals. When we receive spiritual initiations, we are receiving data transmissions into our light body. These frequency downloads, which allow us to embody higher frequencies, are made through electromagnetic signals. During the ascension cycle, humanity is being accelerated into greater ranges of amplified electromagnetic frequency exposure. These are either natural signals that support biological ascension, or artificial signals that block the physical body with pain, thereby suppressing or fragmenting the light body. Thus, we can help to support our body and consciousness to regain balance when we have a clearer comprehension of how these electromagnetic signals work in the human body.
One second. Come on, finish it off.
Our cells are similar to miniature batteries and electrical generators. They conduct electricity, create electromagnetic signals, and are powered by a low level of electrical voltage. The nervous system uses electrical energy, termed nerve impulses, to transmit messages from one cell in the body to another cell in the body. Imbalances of any of these ions, or inhibition of ion transport across the cell membranes, can lead to dysfunction in the conduction of electrical messages. This dysfunction quickly leads to a general body disturbance and loss of energetic stability in the biospiritual field. Additionally, this dysfunction skews internal messaging between the cells, blocks conduction of electrical messages in the nervous system, and can alter or change electromagnetic signals in the body. The human nervous system produces
Yeah,
a
Golden,
resonant
we know the
alternating
text is
magnetic
small,
field,
but you should
which
be
is
able to
capable of
hear it.
extracting ions from the atmosphere
You
when
should
there
be
is a
able to hear it.
vibrational match to the same ionic frequency. As an ascending human, this is how we catch the high-frequency downloads. These are on the high-energy end of the electromagnetic spectrum, moving at high speeds through electromagnetic waves. In general, the higher the frequency of a signal, the more information carrying capacity it has. Our nervous system acts as the frequency conduit, which allows the intelligent energy to be transmitted to our body through ion channels, which
No, you
produce an
good.
electromagnetic signal. The
I
electromagnetic
can't
signal
boost
received is
the
then
I
transmitted from
can't
our
boost the
neurological
lettering or
system to
nothing.
communicate directly with our personal DNA signal. 1.
I can't zoom in on it or nothing. But yeah, so we are, you know, there's electromagnetics, ions that's moving through us, so on and so forth, through variations of vibrations of frequency. So if you think about it like this spring going up and down your spine, right? This is the wave that's going up and down your spine. Your kundalini energy is bouncing up and down like this in a wave, coil, right? And at the base of your spine is the serpent, where it's got to rise up and coil up the base of your spine. This is your energy moving, and it's like a wave. It's going up and down. So it's reaching higher heights every time. Every time it's reaching higher heights, up and down, going higher and higher. Some people feel like they fell out of spirituality. Like, man, it feel like I had it at one point, like I was, had a thirst for something, striving towards something, and then it went away. Like, I'm trying to get it back. I'm trying to get back to it. It's because it's a wave. It's a wave. You got to wait for it to go back, go wave back up that way. So you got to ride the wave. You know what I mean? And everybody's riding the wave different ways, I guess. We're all in this together. Everybody's doing their job of riding the wave the best they can, however you want to look at it. And kudos for everybody that's out there. So he changed his name to Has of Clout. So the knot is no longer the knot. He is now House of Clout. Whatever he want to call himself, you still no nuts, nigga. No nuts. You're not a man. And now he's getting Sherelle and them back involved. So I guess they're going to do a live. I got to go and check out the pieces of what's going on, what's happening with that. That's going to be funny. I think it's hilarious. I think, in a sense, like I when you look at all of it, you got to look at it all collectively instead of looking at it from like one individual. Individually, you're always going to be tricked because you're looking at that persona. You're trying to figure out why that person is moving, how that person is moving, for what reason, whatever the case may be. When you look at it collectively, it's more so like you can see it more collectively because you're more so into looking to say, like, is this an energy? It's like almost recognizing that something is repeatedly happening in your life, right? When you realize, like, damn, this happened, this is repeatedly happening, right? Then you're like, okay, this is energy. This is not a person. This is energy I'm dealing with, right? So you got to pay attention to the energy. All right, you got to pay attention to the energy. All right. And look, for the ones who know, you know who you are. We on your top. We on your top. Jaguar, you lied to us. You never gave us no damn town hall meeting. We ain't see no town hall meeting. You demon. You lied to us. We on y'all top.
I'ma stay right here on this plot to God take breath from me. I'm sipping his hand and he just pain, but it ain't helping me. My little nigga going against the grain and that shit stressing me. I pray to God that God have mercy. I'm living a crazy life. I just shot at a nigga for talking some shit on the gang, he paid the price. I was young in the rush for the money, my hunger for paper saved my life. And I should get saved tonight. If you wanna lick shit, we can get rich quick, we can get paid tonight. Yeah, go. Dollar bill, y'all. Everybody want the money, everybody want this shit. Everybody want the money, but no wanna go down. You'll do anything to get it, but where you gonna go after? Shit, gotta think about it. 187. Murder by you killed a nigga, you don't know him. You
Love is love, love you too.
Gotta chop that shit over.
Love is love.
Hey, fight my demons. So many demons. Me against these demons. Against these demons. Fight my demons. Fight in my. It's me against these demons. Whoa, I'm fighting these demons up in this ghost. I'm fighting these demons, I'm on the ropes. They came with a beam up under my coat. Get hit in the spleen if you want to smoke. That money be green, so niggas on go. I'm looking so clean, I used to be broke. Remember they laughed at me and they choked. Gave me the ball and nigga they chose. Say it was turn out, nigga you go. My little nigga don't follow no code. Follow no code, no code. My nigga follow me like the pole. I stand on my word and stand by the consequence. They say I'm heartless, thanks for the compliment. I seen your dead homie, yell at company. VMG gang, get bitch me incompetent. Don't wanna hear that shit, I gotta kill that shit. Lethal immunity, I can get ignorant. We not considerate, niggas do silly shit. We get the drilling shit, guilty and innocent. Don't give a fuck about a bystander. I can pull up in the Highlander. Don't take no slander. Don't take no slander. Dollar bill, y'all. Everybody want the money, everybody want this shit. Everybody want the money, but don't wanna go down.
You'll do anything to get it.
You gonna go up? Shit, gotta think about it.
187.
Murder by you killed a nigga, you don't know if you gon' go to heaven. Gotta chop that shit over, God, real talk.
Love you too.
Fight my demons. So many demons. Me against these demons. Against these demons. Fight my demons.
Fight in my.
It's me against these demons. Me against these demons. Living life encased in the idea that my evil thoughts go unpunished. As I sort through the rubbish, my days of thugging get slow and rugged. Idolize the puppets who control the public like a controlled substance. Bullets in abundance, anticipating what I know is coming. All of a sudden, my past is blurring, my future is sudden. Dark and muddy, hoping for sunny, I'm still running.
Find peace. To find peace.
Find peace.
I think that's all we really looking for in this world is a little bit of peace, right? So, if you're looking for a little bit of peace, we can create it. We have created a little bit of peace in the Discord. Everybody is welcome to the Discord. It's an open Discord, okay? So you're all welcome. It's an open Discord. Some beautiful people over there. You might run into some nasty people over there. We're still trying to get the kinks out. Right? We can't hold nobody to their level of respect. We just hope everybody stay respectful, right? We can't hold nobody to how they carry themselves or we just hope that they want to operate, with dignity, with respect, honesty. So in the meantime, in between time, this is the space that we occupy. We kick it over here all the time. As you can see, we got people kicking it over there now. Right? Because we just kick it over there. So that's where we're going to go. We're going to go back to the place where everybody knows your name and they're always glad you came. You want to go where you could be. Trouble all over the same. You want to go where everybody knows your name. Okay? YouTube. Hey, love is love. Y'all have a great night.